Hello. We're live. So, welcome. Excited to be here today. You can't see me. I decided to disable my camera for the stream. But what you should be able to see is our first video on our playlist. This is essentially what we're going to do. First and foremost, let me just say welcome to the Winter Hackathon 2020 at Lambda School. Um, what we have done here is we have put together a hackathon that was student and Lambda associate run and led. And that's everything down from the product idea submission all the way to the execution of the product idea, and then even to the voting as we are crowdsourcing our voting for the hackathon. So yeah, my name is Ryan Hamblin. You cannot see me. That is by intention. I wanted to save some bandwidth for the stream, and hopefully everything goes over smooth. So I know there's a little bit of a delay, but if you wouldn't mind just like sending some love in chat in the YouTube chat to let me know that we're good, that you can see my screen. In a minute, I'm going to begin a playlist. There are 30 videos that we need to get through at about 2 minutes each. So we're just going to buzz through 4 or 5 videos at a time. And I want you all to take notes, okay? Because you, the students, the viewers of this awesome shindig, are the ones who are voting for your projects at the end. And we have a grand prize project category known as the best overall project that was built. Then we have the most fascinating data science problem that was solved. The most amazing iOS native or Android native, so best in class mobile application. And then we have our web applications specific, most likely to become a startup. So that could be actually anything. And then we'll have the fanciest front end or the most polished user experience and user interface. So we are ready to rock and roll. It looks like, and yeah, wow, Josh is here. Good to see you, Josh. Now, lots of students chiming in. Brandy, Zoran. I don't know who Texas TK is, but I love Texas. I love me some brisket. Candace, Musa, it's good to see you all. Vital, all these names are familiar to me because I've seen you all chatting and dropping memes and stuff in the Hackathon channel in our Lambda community. So thank you again so much for being here. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to hit play, and hopefully audio connection and everything is still good. So please, please, please let me know if it's not. And then what we'll do is I will go and troubleshoot some things. But I spent the better part of my morning figuring out and fighting against, privacy permissions with Apple. So here we go. Let's dive in. We're going to start with Team Puerta.io, and we're going to get going. Y'all ready? I don't know if everyone's ready. I think everyone's ready. I put the chat in slow mode so that we can all really enjoy the chat and everything together. So let's go ahead and just dive in. Team Puerta, thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our introduction of Puerta.io, Uber for real estate shoppers. We have 8 team members, UX UI designers, front-end developers, and back-end developers. We feel that the emphasis and early focus on UX UI really help shape our app and help us build something that really solves a problem. So the problem we're facing is threefold. Buyers want to see houses. They have all the information they need, they just can't open the door. Sellers want to sell their houses and get them off the market as quickly as possible, while agents really need access to high-quality leads that can close quickly. Our approach was to pair the functionality of Uber with the information that Zillow gives the consumer. So Puerta lets you schedule viewings right from your smartphone. It really couldn't be more easy or convenient. Agents will schedule viewings based on your wishes and then bring buyers right to your door. Let's take a look at how it works. The homeowner adds the property, the buyer requests the viewing, the agent shows the property to the buyer, and then the property sells. So let's take a look at our app in production.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Last but not least, let's cover the technology briefly. Most of our users will be on mobile, so we've created a progressive web app. We've server-side rendered our React through Next.js to make it faster and to provide a better user experience. We've integrated with Google Maps to provide the map services and Uber-like functionality, Twilio to provide SMS messaging, Socket.io for real-time information sync, and the geolocation API to track our users' location. We're very grateful that you had the time to look at our presentation. We hope you enjoyed it, and we can't wait to see you on Puerta.io. So thank you so much.
Welcome to Tech Search. The Tech Job web search uses job listings scraped from Indeed.com on January 2nd, 2020 to provide a summary of the total number of jobs, the average salary range, and the top 10 technical skills for 4 broad tech positions in the top 20 tech cities in the US. The 4 broad tech positions, data scientist, web developer, UX designer, and iOS developer, actually include all positions related to that job title. So a web developer includes web developer, front-end engineer, PHP developer, and many other titles deemed by Indeed.com to be web developer-related positions. The top 20 tech cities were determined by calculating the top 20 metro areas in the US based on the highest average mean wage for computer occupations. The Indeed.com search takes a 25-mile radius from the city, so the results include surrounding areas of the cities. The creators of Tech Job Web Search were Jim King, myself, and Brandon Franks. I handled the data science and Flask application, while Brandon Franks designed the user interface and handled the web development work. Let's take a look at the app. If you hit Research a Job, it brings up the search page. We select Data Scientist, San Francisco, hit Search, and you can see that there are 912 data scientist positions in San Francisco. The salary range is from 100,000 to 150,000. Those are averages, so a low average and a high average. There are positions that pay less and more, but on average, this is the salary range. The top keywords: Python, analysis, statistics, design, R, SQL. These are all keywords you would expect to find in a job description for a data scientist in San Francisco. Let's take another example. Let's look at web developers. Let's take Washington, D.C. There are over 3,400 web developer jobs in Washington, D.C. They range from around 77,000 to about 100,000. The top keywords: design, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Again, these are the top tech terms in order of importance that you'll find in an Indeed.com job description. If you go to About, you can see information on how the app works. There's a lot of data science going on behind the scenes. The Indeed.com information was scraped, and then natural language processing was used to take the raw results and create a data frame that holds the summary data. That summary data is then used by the app to present the data. This is the team, and the app can be found at techjobsearch.herokuapp.com. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our video. We are the Kansas City Hackathon team. There's only 3 of us on this team. We're a small group and we wear lots of hats. We have Keith Kennedy doing both front-end and UX UI design. This is his beautiful work. I'm Jasmine Logan. I did both back-end, building the server, and front-end. And John Humancheck did both data science and back-end. The app we built is called Inspire with a Y. is designed for writers on the go who want to be inspired or write their inspirations down whenever they come to them before the spark of inspiration disappears. The design is our plan for future sprints. We just made it to our first sprint, which includes the landing page and being able to post and edit. The landing page is open to anyone without the need to log in. All you have to do is just click a modal and it pops right up. This is the one I wrote, first one on the server. Hope it's inspirational. And you can also create new prompts or edit existing ones. So let's go ahead and add this one to the landing page. Uh-oh, where'd it go? We do intend to add a search filter when given more time. Ah, there it is. We found it. Fantastic. So on the dashboard, you can also write new prompts or edit existing ones. And this dashboard just shows one prompt because this user just has the one available to them. We do appreciate you watching our video and hope Hackathon was great. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, we are Nashville, Tennessee Hackathon participants. I'm Adnan and I work with my fellow Tennesseans Alexis Carr, Michael Stevens, and Chase Garcia on a product called City Tour. Alexis and Chase swiftly built a robust backend to power our front-end experience. Michael and I worked with React to showcase our idea, City Tour. City Tour is everything you need for exploring a city that you have never been before and discover unique local experiences. Each city offers packages which contains a custom list of must-see places curated by locals. For example, let's check out what Nashville have to offer. I'm yet to explore more of downtown, so let's check out the package for the downtown tour. There's an attraction, entertainment for live music, and food at a historic mansion. We want to allow locals to easily share their knowledge and in future able to provide monetization for the creators. Now, I want to make a package for best burgers in Nashville. I can name it Best Burgers. Oop. And let's give it a price of $10.99. And we're going to set it to Nashville. And here we go. We have a package for best burgers, and eventually I can add more suggestions in it. We look forward in adding more features in the futures so we can truly make it a unique experience for newcomers to a city and have a good time. Thank you for your time.
Everyone, this is Haja from France. I'm really glad to introduce you to Codify. Codify is a platform that allows developers to store, retrieve, and organize and retrieve their code snippet. It can be very handy as a developer. As a tech stack, we are using Gatsby, Apollo, and GraphQL. Backend master Chinedu, frontend master Sorin, and myself Haja, product and a bit of front-end. So let's get straight to the demo. So from the landing page, the user can click on Get Started. I already have a list of snippets that I have here about suspense, binary search tree, closure, and all this kind of nice snippet to keep. But I want to go back to the basics. So I want to keep this snippet about a simple a React component, right? So I will just add it to my snippet list, right? Copy and paste it here, simple component, right? Maybe let's keep the link. It can be useful to find the context sometime. And then let's just like pull in some description from here. Right. Now all we have to do is to add it. Right, we have confirmation it was added. There is another way to add snippet because sometimes we may receive snippet from other channels such as Slack because we work on Slack. So I received this snippet from Serene, and we have a bot that can basically push this snippet straight to my profile. All I have to do is to fill this form, and it will be there. So basically, I've done this before, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do it. But you can see it's right there here. Okay, now one of the most powerful feature that we have is basically to allow you the developer to find their snippets when they need them the most. So here we have a search engine, and they can search based on any word, keyword, GSX, binary, Python. All you have to do is to remember the keyword that you assigned, and there you go. This can be very handy as the list of snippet you have grows. And one last thing, but not the least, we have a dark mode. Beautiful, right? Because we are a developer and we like dark mode. I hope you enjoyed this short demo, and I look forward to see all the work that has been done over this hackathon. Thank you. Bye.
Hi. We're gonna pause things there for just a minute, and sort of like catch our breath. Okay, so I know we're kind of cruising through these demo videos. Thank you so much, and I just have to say, holy cow! The first teams to present so far have been Puerta. Just a reminder, that was the Uber for buying a home. The Tech Job web search app. We just saw Codelify. Before that, we saw City Tour and, of course, Inspire. Okay. So remember, we are voting on the best product overall that was delivered. We're voting on the most fascinating data science component, the best mobile app, and I would say that progressive web app would definitely pass in that category. And then, of course, we're voting for fanciest front end and most likely to become a startup. So remember, those are the categories. So make sure that you keep notes of the things that you like for each of these. And of course, in true Lambda fashion, in chat, please drop your emojis. Make sure that we let the developers and UX designers and data scientists know that their work is seen and praised, because holy cow. Every single time I get a chance to stand in front of this computer screen and broadcast these projects live to the world, I just get the chills. It's so amazing to me to see what you all can build with your talent. And some of you have just barely started Lambda School not more than a month ago. Some of you have already graduated the program. Some of you are knee deep into the program. And so and then some of you are just simply guests and excited to hack with us. So again, really excited to be a part of this and to see you all and see you produce such amazing high quality stuff in 30 hours. So for those of you who are just joining us, just a reminder that this is our Lambda School Winter 2020 Hackathon. The students got together and planned, ideated, and put together projects sort of over the break. And then they were given basically since yesterday at 8 a.m. Pacific to build what you are seeing now. The ground rules were that you couldn't do any coding over the break on your project. You could plan all you wanted. And I think there's something there. And you can definitely see that a lot of these groups put in that effort. So I'm going to stop talking now because the students are the show. Remember, if you want to check out what you would be able to build here at Lambda School, check out our website, www.lambdaschool.com. We are a free online live educational institution that takes you into the career of your dreams. So as long as you have the grit and as long as you want to make it happen, we're going to stick with you until you get that job. And remember, you don't pay us back until you graduate with a high-paying tech job. So check us out if you're interested in sort of changing your career path. Okay, we're going to go through another 5 or 6 of these videos. We're going to kind of continue this playlist and continue this journey. Remember, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Although you sprinted across the finish line to get these projects done and video demos recorded and submitted, we are here now to celebrate that journey and that experience. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and let's begin. Let's continue, I should say.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tribal. So Tribal is a project that we're passionate about. Tribal is meant to help people who are starting new careers, new projects or anything new to actually start and finish it through the support of their community, right? So the problem we're looking to solve are the problem where we are each trying to start something new, either by starting a new career, building a new project, or getting something off the ground, and then we get stuck because we lack the support we need or the tools we need to actually see through the finish line. So Tribal works on solving that problem, and the team is made up of 8 people, UI developer, UX designer, front-end developers, and then back-end developers. So how does Tribal work? So as a new user, once you log into Tribal, you see a list, a list of objects, of projects rather, that you can join, right? Or if you want to create your own tribe, right? So to join a project, you can just simply click on the project, to join, right? So once that's done, you'll be notified when your request has been accepted. So once you join a project, you can either decide to join a project or you can create your own tribe from scratch, right? So if you create your tribe, you can add projects to your tribe, right? And then you can actually get a link where you can share to your network to get people to join your project. So project is focused around helping people solve the problem where they're trying to build something or trying to do something new from scratch, and then they get stuck. So this is the UI prototype. Then in terms of what we're able to build, due to the time constraints, we're able to just get you into the landing page. So the vision we are seeing for Tribal is a community that is open, fair, that allows people to actually get the access they need, the support they need to actually start and finish projects. We're looking at, for future purposes, we're looking at making Tribal something that you can use for collaborations, right? And then for something that you can actually use to showcase your work through your profile, through your portfolio, right? So it's something that we're really excited about working on, and we hope that you can join us in the vision. So thank you very much.
All right, welcome to the Lambda Bug Tracker app. Let's keep track of those pesky bugs as you collaborate with your team. And speaking of team, our team is comprised of 8 very talented developers who all worked on this project, who are from left to right: Chris Adams, Jocelyn Owen, Emily Berner, Robert Gordon, Aaron Scholler, and Brianna Conyu, Timmy Kendall, and myself, Jimmy McBride. And we did this because programming can get messy, and that's why we tend to forget about bugs. We don't prioritize the biggest bugs. We leave bug reports unorganized, and we lose track of the bugs in our project. The truth is, Trello isn't good enough. It isn't focused on programmers' needs, and employers still prefer devs who know a bug tracking software. We have a couple of features in mind that we would like to implement in the future, which includes integration with Git, giving other developers admin privileges, sending dynamic invite links and emails, and allowing the user to sort bugs in different ways. And to just give a quick demo of the project, we can go to my Bushido strap project, add a new bug, and we can change the priority to medium and save this. And then once things are ready for review, we can just move these over and it works just like that. There's so much more. I hope you guys check it out and enjoy. Thank you so much.
For Winter Hackathon 2020, our team, consisting of Seth Lockman, our project lead, me, Nazifa Hussain, Amanda Lane, and Aaron Doran, built Pomodoro. Pomodoro is an app that combines activity with productivity. It uses the popular Pomodoro technique, which helps you create great habits, but in the place of breaks after every 20 minutes of work, Pomodoro encourages you to step away from your desk and get active. Research suggests that 5 to 10 minutes a day of high-intensity exercises can provide the same health benefits as 45 minutes of moderate workout. Our app is designed to be very simple. So we have a timer function, which provides a notification a sound notification at the end of the time after it runs out. And at the beginning of the day, you can create the exercise cards that you would like to do. So for example, every 20 minutes, I would like to do, let's say, 25 sit-ups. So I would just save my exercise and have that as a card. And then when our timer runs out and sends me a notification, just this, I would get up, do my 25 sit-ups, and then come back here and just record it. And also start the timer again for my 20 minutes of work. Along with a logging aspect and the timer function, we also have a data visualization component, which allows you to see your progress. So for example, this user last Wednesday did 1 trunk lift, 1 set of lunges, and 1 set of 45 sit-ups. Pomodoro is designed for anyone who works from a desk and is designed to be very simple to use, so it can be used all the time. Thank you for your time.
Hello, and welcome to Curio, the app for those who are curious about what everyone is collecting. This is our wonderful team. We had a team of 8 developers, 6 front-end developers, and 2 back-end developers. My name is Allie, and we also had Tim, Michael, Brittany, Mashima, Kevin, May, and David. Without all of us and our amazing teamwork, we could not have completed the app the way we did. So I'd like to start off by showing you the landing page for Curio. As you can see, the latest collectibles are shown here, along with a title, likes, and who they were posted by. Anyone can have their items show up on the front page, as long as what they posted is recent. Our search function also works. You can search for things like dog, art, or necklace, and see what comes up. If you'd like to know more about an item, you can click on that item. This like button also works. You can choose to like the item if you want. You can read about the collector's story and read the description and see any tags that the user decided to associate with their item. If you'd like to know more about the user that shared the item, you could click on their profile. And from here, you can view all of the items that the user has uploaded. If you want to add a new collectible, you can click this button on your profile page, hit upload image, hit a collectible. Let's use this pretty hairpin. The image pops right up on the screen. You type in the title, hit continue, type in a story. You can decide if you want to sell this item. It is just a yes or no. Continue, describe. Here you can add tags, hairpin, silver, and you can also remove tags. Click this finish button and it takes you straight to your page, complete with collector story description and like button that you can like yourself if you want. Thank you for watching this demo, and I hope you enjoyed Curio.
Hi, we're the Chalk Up team, and it's comprised of me, Karen, who worked on the back end a lot, and Josh, who worked on the front end. I worked kind of on both sides. And so Chalk Up is an app for rock climbers to keep track of the routes that they've been able to do and to also create new routes. So I started rock climbing recently, and I kind of hit like a milestone where I did the first blue route that I was ever able to do. And I forgot to take a picture of it. And the next time I went to the gym, they had already changed the wall and that route was gone. So I wanted something to be able to kind of keep track of everything that I've been able to do without having to just take pictures necessarily. So you can go in, find a route, hit send this route. You can take some notes on it, like this one, do the bottom quickly. I haven't been able to do this one yet, so I'm just going to save it as a project. I can share my notes with other people. The route on the left is one I've been able to do. So I'm going to say this one, trust your feet. Very important. I'll also share it here. And I'm going to say this is sent because I was able to actually do it. And then you can see back in the dashboard, the routes that I picked out are already there. And this is already set so that I already set this route. We also wanted to build out a tool for building your own routes kind of digitally. And so you can take different footholds and handholds and place them onto what we're calling a panel and kind of make your own boulder problem. We're going to build it out a little bit more with more handholds and footholds down the line. But we think this way, different gyms could potentially share with others and you'll be able to do a bunch of different problems and keep track of them. Thanks.
Are you a millennial bogged down by horrible-looking personality tests? Do you need to know more about yourself but can't be bothered to sift through wordy questions devoid of memes? Each more derivative than the last. Do corporate websites make you sad? Isn't there enough sadness in the world? Introducing Characteristic. You were born with an original characteristic. Don't live life a copy. The minimal design for minimal sadness and maximum meme. Don't bother with verbose answers. Just drag the pretty slider towards your choice. Now featuring dark mode. You're on your way to self-discovery through memery. Characteristic uses a question set sourced from the Open Extended Jungian Typescales 1.2, not affiliated with the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Don't come for us. Characteristic is millennial approved to reduce the risk of personality test-induced fatigue and anxiety. Tell your doctor if you do not experience joy after using Characteristic. This may be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Technologies used include React.js, Material UI, styled components, coffee, and exceptional teamwork.
Before we continue forward, sometimes we just need to take a pause. We just blew through 6 videos back to back to back. So the videos, just a reminder, the demos that we just saw were the tribal team, the Lambda bug tracker, the exercise tracker Pomodoro, and I think my eardrums burst when the Pomodoro went off. So thank you for that. Curio, amazing stuff. Chalk Up for every one of us rock climber enthusiasts and characteristic. Holy cow. We've seen 2 apps thus far with dark mode components. So take note there if you remember which apps those were, because that's always a fun thing to do. And that's not trivial. That's not a trivial feature to plug into your project. So wow, again, I'm blown away. 30 hours of time. If you're just joining us, these students and alumni, affiliates of Lambda School, all got together, some of them right before the holiday break on the 19th, and started planning out their product ideas. And then they had virtually 30 hours between yesterday at 8 a.m. Pacific and now to, execute their plan, deliver a product. And I'm amazed. And not only that, they also were only given a few hours to scramble together and put together a video of their project demonstration. So that's what we're going through now. We're going to just bust through another 5 or 6 of these. I'll just continue to stop and pause and pander and shout praises, because y'all are amazing and y'all make it work. If you're joining us and you're not a part of Lambda School and you would like to be, go ahead and head over to lambdaschool.com. Check out what we offer. We are a free educational institution that offers career accelerating courses that will change your life. And again, we are free up until the point that you land that amazing dream job. So go ahead and check us out there at lambdaschool.com if you're curious about building these very things for yourself one day. So we're going to continue on. We have some really, really cool projects to continue to get through. We are not even halfway done. So let's boogie.
Hi, my name is Devin Warwick, and over the past 24 hours, I've been working with Amir Yunus, creating this web application here. Now, we're both web developers, and for such a long period of time, we've been coding in JavaScript, in React mostly, for the past couple of months. But as time progresses, you start learning that there are other web frameworks out there. Moving into the computer science portion of the curriculum, Python is the computer language that we're using, and Django is the web framework on the mind. So we decided to just create a simple web application using Django as opposed to React, and then just kind of looking at the differences. Django seems to be a lot better tuned for back-end usability, but this front-end application we made, very simple, kind of just outlines a little bit of the differences. There are just 2 buttons here, and if you click on the Django button, it actually shows an example file structure that we use to create this application. If you click on the JS React side, it shows the classic React structure. We also included a Node Express server in here just because Django is automatically created to be a full stack application. It has a front end portion and a back end portion. So in order to compare that to the React side, we decided to add in some Express files as well. So there are 2 buttons, and you can kind of go back and forth and see the different images of the file structures. Quite different with the way Python is loaded and the way JavaScript works. React is a lot of JavaScript components that fit inside of each other, and Django kind of uses the template model. And within the HTML files themselves, you can kind of pull the data that you need inside of these templates. This is what we created for the hackathon, just to practice some Python and learn some Django. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Likash. My name is Mark and I'm here to present my team's hackathon project for this year. Lambda students will now have the ability to search for each other in a central location. You'll be able to submit your profile to a directory where potential employers, recruiters, and fellow students can see your LinkedIn, GitHub, Twitter, and portfolio. To submit a profile, just fill out an Airtable form with your information, and once an admin has approved it, your profile will be displayed on the site. For students, this is a great opportunity to consolidate your social media presence. And for everyone else, come check out Lambda School's Cache of Talent.
Have you ever been curious on what happens in SpaceX? Do you come across one of Elon's tweets and find out he's out there building flamethrowers in underground freeways under Los Angeles while not knowing what SpaceX has been up to? Like, really, what have they been up to recently? So here comes SpaceFlex. SpaceFlex is a web application that takes advantage of the open source SpaceX API. It provides visitors all the information regarding the happenings of what goes on with SpaceX. The failures, the successes, each launches, missions, and even rockets. It was built with React, Redux, and Material UI. SpaceFlex was made for space curious or the space curious and for people who are intrigued by its history. So now coming into the application is the homepage. It gives us a snippet of its history along with an image. And it also has access to its past launches. When you go to the launches tab, we are then greeted with all the launches that occurred over time. Hit next to see more. If you want to find out what you're looking for, you can use the search function on the upper left hand, like this. In the missions tab are all the missions, also rockets to see all the rockets respectively. With SpaceFlex, we let SpaceX do the flexing.
Hi, my name's Aaron, and I'm here to introduce you to Chicken Riot, our Lambda Winter Hackathon app that we built. And on this team, we had Annette, who worked on the front end. We had Taylor, who worked on both the front end and back end. And then Tyler worked on the back end, and I worked on the front end. The technology we used is Node.js. We used Socket.io and GreenSock animation library, and also it was a React app. So let me show you what we built. So this is the environment here, where basically the problem we had is we wanted to build a kind of a cool place where you could hang out with your friends, you know, and watch things at the same time. So you knew that you were watching all your friends like enjoy the same movie as you. So we basically built this interface where you can see an avatar for each of your friends, and then you can move around your avatar and all your friends see what you're doing. So we have a bunch of different actions. You can press an air horn. You can raise a peace symbol, mosh, move around. And what you see right now is other people controlling their avatars. So that was basically, you know, the main functionality of the chat. We also up here have a... So there's our chat app, and in the future we would really like to make customizable avatars, make a bunch of different animations, and maybe like be able to throw things and do a bunch of different cool stuff, fix up the embedding, and that basically our app. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making this, and feel free to check our app with the link we're about to post in the channel. Have a good day. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miguel, and my project is Numbers. So most of us are going to be making a good salary soon, so I think it's a good idea to talk about investing, especially real estate investing. As a matter of fact, 90% of millionaires today in the world gain their wealth through real estate. So Numbers helps you uh, analyze real estate investment deals through a bunch of different calculators for different strategies. So we can go ahead and get started. Go ahead and log in since I already have an account. Oh, that's not the password. All right, so as soon as you sign in, you're greeted with your dashboard. So as I said, there's a couple different investment strategies that are all listed here. For now, we're going to focus on rentals. As you can see, we have a bunch of data here from testing. And if I want to add a new property, I click on the orange button, and you fill in your information in the form. I'll just put in super basic data, but have the title different just to show that the new property showed up. City, let's put NJ. No. All right, so we click next. I'm gonna put ones for all of these. Will I be financing? Usually you'll be financing. It doesn't make sense to pay cash. All right, so when you click submit, you have your report here. The formulas don't make sense because I put all ones. I should have spent a little bit more time on that, but essentially, yeah, here is your report. You can go back and edit it, or you can save the report, save the property, and go back to your dashboard. And if we go up, demo title, our property is here. You can click it again and look at the report, go back to the dashboard, or delete it. Okay, so it looks like for some reason that's not working, but that should be working. And that's pretty much the gist. I look forward to adding more calculators in the future. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Mike Harley. I was the project lead on this project. This is a real client. It's a real nonprofit organization that raises awareness and funds for children with pancreatitis. They're out of Paulsboro, Washington. They reached out to me a couple of days before Hackathon started and asked if I thought I could do something for them. And I knew that I would be able to do something eventually, but I didn't know that I would be able to put this great team together and knock out what we knocked out in a little bit of time. So here's the team, and I apologize for this setup, but I was having technical issues today. So here's me, Mike Harley, team lead and backend developer. We got Vlad. Vlad run a Redux store. Did a lot of work on the front end. We got Vincent. Vincent did work on both front end and back end. We got Pascal. Pascal did work on the front end and the back end. And we got Marlon. He is a React developer who did almost all of our UI for us. And it's the team. Let's check out the app. Basically, they wanted us to take their existing website that was hosted on WordPress and turn it into a functioning site. Their donation button didn't work. A lot of their functionality did not work. Now it's kind of vice versa. Now we have the only thing we set out to get to work for this hackathon was the donations and the stories that users can submit themselves, and also an admin dashboard. And we did meet that MVP. Very proud of my team. They did very, very well in this. And here's what we came up with. So basically, there's one admin for this organization, and that's actually her. This will be her control panel, her dashboard. Anything and everything that she's going to need to update or want to update will be on this dashboard here, 100% complete. Probably the next go around that we go. Right now, she can log in because you can't view anything that an admin would take care of without logging in. The login works. I promise you it works. I just don't off the top of my head remember what the username and password is. But that's about what we came up with. I'm really surprised that we got done what we did in the little bit of time that we had. I thank you for your time, guys. I can't wait to see your projects.
What's the one thing good employees are not good at? Interviewing. If you're a good employee with a stable work history, you probably haven't had to interview much at all. Mock interview will be a place for people in any field to go and be interviewed by other people and develop their interviewing skills. When you sign up for mock interview, you can either sign up to be an interviewer or an interviewee. We built mock interview using React.js and MongoDB for the backend. You can search for other users and schedule via their calendar an interview. Upon scheduling an interview, a email notification sent with NodeMailer will be sent to the user where they can either approve or decline the interview date. Mock interview was developed by Andrew Ogle as a project lead, Brian Tavares as a front-end developer, Corey Sternberg as a front-end developer, Daniel Vidal as a back-end developer, Derek Etman as a front-end developer, and Vicki Nelson as the UX designer. That's all, folks.
Welcome to Create Your Own Adventure, a collaborative Create Your Own Adventure app where you and your friends can create stories together. Let's see an example of how this works. The user can start off with a title and a description of a story, and if they need help, they can ask their friends to join. Friends can then add decision trees to the story using our graph visualization interface and create endless fun. Here's an example story we created about our friend Jordan. Throughout this story, Jordan has to make decisions about what kinds of food he should eat. Should he eat spinach, chocolate, grapes? How many chips should he eat? What kind of potatoes should he have? Chimkin nuggets? You get to decide with Create Your Own Adventure. So come join the adventure at createadventure.netlify.com.
Let's pause things there. Break some of this stuff down. Holy cow. I don't know where to begin. Let's just go down the list of the things that we've seen just to spark your memory so you can take your time, collect some notes. We've had Django versus React, the team that learned Django on the fly, as one does, just to create an app to prepare themselves for the future. We saw Lacache, Lacache, yeah, right. Then we saw Space Flex, flexing around with Elon and team. Chicken Riot, the sort of everyone gathers together in the same sort of virtual location. Team Numbers, which is amazing for those of us interested in investing in real estate, which is something my wife and I do on the side. Pancreatitis Foundation. So here's another cool thing that I like to shout out. For those who are unaware, one thing that we do love, that I love to talk about, when I tell my friends and family where I work and tell them about what I do at Lambda School, is that one of the cool opportunities we provide for students in our Lambda Labs program is this opportunity to build apps for nonprofits. Now, that's part sort of the program. It's sort of a sub part. It's not a huge emphasized thing, and not everyone gets that experience. We had students do this on their own for this hackathon, which is absolutely amazing. So the Pancreatitis Foundation is a real app that's going to have real users, going to affect the lives of real people, which is what building software is all about, right? Like, what good is the software that you build if you don't have people using the software, even if it's just one person? If this software, this awesome website and donation feature that the Pancreatitis Foundation is receiving, gratis from these amazing developers that are learning, it's just a win-win. So it's a really cool, amazing opportunity there. So good job. I didn't mean to exhaust the team, Pancreatitis Foundation, but I wanted to give you praises where praises were due. Then there's the mock interview. Well done. Incredible app there. Gathering and scheduling and getting together to be able to practice your interviews is a huge deal. And then, of course, create your own adventure with that amazing music. And yeah, you probably should not eat, all the things that were being selected there in one sitting. Maybe kind of spread out throughout the day. But I'm not one to judge. I love me a fancy potato chip every once in a while and some delicious root beer. So, okay, we are going to continue on this amazing journey that we have been on. And thank you so much for joining us. If you're just now tuning in to the Lambda School 2020 Winter Hackathon, you are looking at what our students can build in 30 hours. We set out on the journey to have these students ideate and put together the product ideas and come together on December 19th as a team to plan out what they were going to do. And then we gave them 30 hours between yesterday at 8 a.m. and today to build and deliver their ideas and launch them. And now what you're seeing is, they put together in a short window of time these demo videos to demonstrate what they can do. All of them spent many, many hours burning through the midnight oil. I saw the Slack channel. I saw the dance parties going on. This hackathon is something that happens remote all over the world. It also happens in physical locations. We had teams joining in internationally, from the London crew and other places. So this is one of those really unique opportunities that we have a chance. We had well over 800 participants in this hackathon, which is really, really cool. And we are seeing just the tip of the iceberg, just the 30 products that were actually submitted. So that's amazing. That's like double the last summer hackathon that we had. So, okay, we're going to keep on going because you're all amazing and you're not here to hear me squabble and talk. You're here to see the amazing products that these students have put together. So now we're going to go and we're actually just going to finish it outright. Remember, students, take notes on the products that you are looking at. Make sure you remember the names, write down what they were, and we're going to be releasing a voting platform to vote for your best in category products shortly after this demo is done. So we are going to finish. I think we have a handful left. I might take a break just depending on how I'm feeling. We are at an hour strong now, and we're a little bit over. We're well over halfway now, so we're in the home stretch. So let's just see how far we get.
Hi, welcome to Squall, an SMS notification service for sudden weather events. Our team consists of one UX designer, one full stack developer, and 2 data scientists. The problem. Weather can change in an instant. You started the day in short sleeves, but it's somehow hailing by the end of the day when you leave work. We've all experienced this. Sudden weather changes are extremely uncomfortable when you're unprepared. The solution. SMS notifications for when a squall is approaching. A simple heads up is all it takes to make a plan for the day and stay safe during a weather event. And now for our product demo with Jordan.
Hello everybody, here is our beautiful website designed by Grant. Our data science team made this weather monitor they're calling a public API, and looking for like catastrophic events, and when they get one of those, they are connecting their Python code to my Express server, and that is triggering text messages that look like this. I was supposed to stop sharing first. There we go. And we can open that up. And that's what they all look like. Backwards and awesome. But it works. Not bad for 24 hours.
Welcome to the overview of the MTG Tourney app. Our app was designed to allow average players to run tournaments at their local libraries, schools, at their home with their friends and people that they meet. Our team worked tirelessly during this hackathon on the project. This is us when we were still very high on sugar and caffeine. Everyone's having a good time. It was a really fun project to work on. Our event starts you on this landing page here. Based on your location, you can view upcoming events in your area, which will be shown on the map here with all the information you need to get there, the address, date, and time. When you find the event you like, just click on the event and you'll be brought to the event information page, which will, again, have that full information. It'll also tell you what tournament the format is in, any sets that are legal, any notes on banned and restricted cards, and some notes on deck construction rules so you can be ready when the event starts. You'll also see a list of other players who are attending that event, so you can always sign up for the events with your friends and join there as well. Also have some other utilities for you here. We have access to a card database in case you want to work on your deck on the fly. Also Magic News, so you can get the latest up-to-date information from Wizards of the Coast. And players can always host their own events. If you don't see an event in your area that you're looking for, you simply click on Register Event. You fill out this simple form, and your event will be live and ready to go. Stop.
Hi, welcome to EventWiz. This is the app my team and I created for this hackathon. And basically, we want to solve the problem of event goers that go to a huge event or a conference and have multiple sessions clashing with the same time. So basically, what EventWiz just does is to allow users explore events around them and also allow users to create events that they want people to attend. So I'll be quickly creating an event here. And once you add an event, you can also create an agenda. So here I'll be and we can also add multiple sessions too, or remove them if you don't want to add them. So once you add the event, you'll be able to see the events and the sessions. Interested event goers can go to a particular interesting event they are willing to go to, click on it, and get tickets. This will also generate a random ticket ID that will be specific for the particular person that's registered for that particular event. For subsequent iterations of this app, we want to create a feature where the user is able to create their own version of the event's agenda that will be tailored to when they'll be available and what time they'll be available to attend a particular session. Also, we want to be able to add push notification that will alert a user to be able to know what particular hall, what particular time they should be at the event for that own particular session they want to be able to go to. So for example, if they added the history of Amala for 10 a.m., but did not add the one for 11 a.m., they will only be alerted for the one for 10 a.m. and not the one for 11 a.m. So that's our app created by our team, and we would like any suggestions on how to.
And then share the screen. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Wilfred Lee Jr. I am the team lead of the Mod and Devs team. And today we are going to show you our amazing app, Serve Shield. Let's go. So this is our team right here. We were a team of 5, 3 full stacks, a product designer, myself, and a data scientist, Zachary. Okay, moving right along. So the app is all about beverage enjoyment, okay? So beverage enjoyment is what this app is all about. And a lot of times, people lose beverage enjoyment just by their own forgetful nature. So what the app does is the app is going to set a timer for various beverages that you may put in your freezer. And we're going to show you how we do that in the app. We've also added a data science component that will help with marketing, inventory restocking, and predictive alerts and times. This is all for the benefit of the user's household. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get you guys take a look at the app. So I'm at the app, and let's say I have a beverage. I have a can of Coca-Cola, right? I'm gonna hit the next page. I get a little bit of instructions, what we call a purpose statement, and I say I'm ready to chill. Here I select the canned beverage that I have in front of me. In this case, I'm probably gonna go with the Pepsi, because I like Pepsi. And I will select the Pepsi, put it in my freezer, walk away, and a timer will start. And the timer will continue to count down based on the time it takes for Pepsi to become different consistencies of chilled. In this case, the consistency is going to be just a little bit of light slushy. But when this timer hits 0, an alarm will go off, and voila, I'll know that my drink is not frozen solid, it's not under chilled, but it's to the consistency of chilled that I like. And that's our app. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
In life, there really is no ability or disability we're all temporarily able. At some point in life, we or those we love may end up using a wheelchair for some or the rest of their lives. That's where Wheelcould comes in. We aim to be both the Yelp and the Google Maps of accessibility, enabling those in wheelchairs or having other mobility issues to quickly and easily find accessibility information on places they may be interested in going. Besides user reviews, our data is supported and augmented by computer vision modeling. Here to talk more about that is Eve.
Our primary challenge for our model was in collecting the data. Acquiring this dataset proved to be substantially more challenging than we originally expected it to be. At one point, we were planning on using Google Street View images as the primary source of data. Unfortunately, locating intersections in the Google Maps API isn't as simple as searching for intersections. Instead, we decided to use the Google Places API to pull out photos of the saved businesses and other locations in Google Maps. This process was very successful for getting us lots of photos of businesses and other locations. However, the photos that we got were user-generated and designed by businesses for promotional materials, which meant that they were not focused on accessibility-related needs. Given more time, I would like to instead use the location data from places so that we could get Google Street View images to feed into our model.
Imagine for a moment your child taking their first step, sliding the engagement ring on your wife's finger for the first time. The moment captured in an image with no other details. What were you feeling? What was the weather? What was said? Welcome to PhotoNote. The ability to transform your digital images beyond that moment in time and capture details that would otherwise be forgotten. So welcome to our website. You'll see it's completely responsive and with full functioning scroll up and down. Carousel at the top. We have our How It Works cards. The in-action video is the same as the intro video that you saw in this presentation. It's embedded and playable straight from the website. We move into our futures and benefits cards. After that parallax scroll, we wanted the feel of something a little bit more interesting happening in the background without it being too overwhelming, as well as some of our future features. And then here you can see the automated scroll of our entire team, 3 iOS developers, 3 web developers, and 2 UX designers, including myself there. Moving into the dashboard of My Photos is where a user would be able to find all of the images that they have utilized in the app, starting off with the Polaroid version, and then of course the flip and write text, so all they have to do is click on the image to see what they have written on the back. And then one of our favorite features is the glue, so being able to glue photos back to back and be able to keep those memories tied together. And moving into the iOS app, as you can see here, the initial mock-up of that drop feature, that Polaroid aspect of what we wanted to accomplish with the images. And then here, you can actually see it kind of start to come together. Typing of the text, even the adding of the emojis, and then that card being attached to the bottom of the image to be able to see in one full glance.
Hello, my team and I created Score Genie. I will begin by quickly introducing the team.
we have William and myself as the full stack developers, and Brian and George as the data scientists. So just to talk about the data science a bit, we trained a random forest regression model with a multi-target output using historical data from NCAA games going back to 2015, achieving a mean absolute error of 9.98. The mean absolute error for Vegas is around 8.4. We will improve our error by adding more data to the regression. We will add player data and team offensive and defensive statistics. So this first iteration is an excellent baseline in preparation for these changes that I talked about. And that new model will yield even better, more accurate predictions. So that is the data science. Let's look at the implementation. You can select an away and a home team. And let's select 2 good teams. And you can see the projected results. Okay. And if we go to today, it will show you the projected scores for all of today's games. So we have Ohio State beating Wisconsin, and so on. You may also have noticed that this is running not in Chrome, but it is a web application that I have downloaded into my desktop. It is a progressive web app that also works on your phone. Thank you, that is all.
Hey everyone, I'm Dom, and we are team Hello Llama from the UK. There were 5 of us on this project: myself, Delbert, Tharshan, Amin, and Hassan, 2 of us on the back end, and 2 of us building this nice front end you can see here. We were aimed at helping Lambda students connect, network, and to build trust within Lambda as an organization. Obviously, with remote organizations, there are a lot of advantages, but it can be difficult to make friends with people outside your TL group because you don't have an immediate reason to chat to one another. So we wanted to provide that kind of random, spontaneous interaction that you get in an in-person workplace. The bot's very simple and straightforward to use. It's designed to be quick, so I won't take too long demoing. As you can see, it's very simple to add to Slack, and then all you need to do is add the bot, and it will instantly be added to a channel. Once it's added, it will look at the users in the channel and randomly assign them to pair with one another. So I'll give you a quick example. If I join the Hello Llama channel here, then the bot will instantly notice and drop me a message, as well as pairing me up with another user. If I want to be somewhat more specific about my preferences, I have the option to do so. Obviously, in Lambda, some students are very work focused. Others might want simply to chat and make friends or discuss their mutual journeys. As you can see, the Llama will give me the option to do that very straightforwardly. Say that I want to say I'm focused on practicing coding. All I have to do is type that in, and Llama will quickly respond and assign me with a person who's similarly focused on that goal. And I can change that whenever I like, simply by stating my new and updated preferences. As you can see, once I do that, a reminder will be queued for 2 weeks' time, and I'll be able to meet up with that person. There were a lot of challenges in building this app. Obviously, any hackathon project has challenges. In our ones, I think, specific to the front end, Amin, Tharshan, and Hassan had to pick up a lot very quickly. Although myself and Delbert are more experienced, they're on the Web 1 track, and this was their first major project. They haven't even done the first build week yet, so I'm very proud of how they stepped up and got the front end done to a good standard, as well as generally chipping in and being great team players. With myself and Delbert, the challenge was learning the Slack API, which, if anyone is familiar with, is quite labyrinthian and difficult to use. It was a real test of our back-end skills, as well as an opportunity to pick up some new techs like cron jobs and so on. And yeah, overall, a really fun project. The app has a few flaws, but it's mostly usable, and yeah, I'm proud of the work we did. Thanks for everyone for listening.
All right. Hello, Lambda School and Hackathon participants. My name is Jackson Ogles. I'm a full stack dev here at Lambda School, and a team and I created an application called Plant Purpose. But without further ado, I'll introduce our team. So Jen, Michael, and I were the front-end developers as full stack devs. Alberto, Bernard, and April, full stack devs in the back end primarily. And Hanina Syed as our UX designer. Also of note, Jen, Michael, April, Bernard, Alberto, and I were all part of the same cohort coming into Lambda School. So we were pretty stoked to work on the same team together in this application. Okay, so Plant Purpose. As a gardening enthusiast, as a plant lover, you may have wondered sometimes, how am I going to remember to water my plant? I just bought this aloe vera plant. How am I going to remember to take care of it? Do I even live in a region or a place where this plant can survive? Well, look no further. Plant Purpose can help you with these features to remember to water, using the Plant API to discover which plants grow optimally in your area, and creating different tasks and notes specific to those plants and getting reminders to take care of those plants. You can share how much you love your plants on social media as well. We love our plants. So I've already logged in as April Clements, a user here on Plant Purpose. You'll notice the at-a-glance view of different things you may want to know about as a user. You have a menu on the side, calendar view, and a way to add different plants and tasks. So if you go to adding a plant, you'll notice, first of all, actually, that down here on my tasks, I have a buy plant food for the spring coral root, but I don't see that plant here. So let's go ahead and add that plant here in this modal. You'll notice we can add a task here. We can upload an image of that plant. The API provided some images for the coral root already, so we can just add the coral root here, and voila, this coral root is here. And we can then add tasks either from here or down here about that coral root. So thank you for joining us today. This is Plant Purpose. We used React, Node.js, Express, a Plant API, Twelfo, I believe it was called, and Twilio to do text reminders. And super stoked about it. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Hi guys, my name is Susan Trumnell, and this was the anime project. We built out an anime list of characters with their bios, and if you were to click on Learn More, it gives you the start date, the end date, their rating, and when they were and if they were finished. You can sign up and log in, and it would take you to that character list. On the side here is the members of our team. We worked really hard to get this project up and running. The most difficulty I would have to say on the project was finding an API to work with the back end so that it made it easier to pull in characters. But we finally found one and was able to get it up and running. We used Redux with backend, and everything started running smoothly. Thank you.
Hello, today we are presenting SoundSky, a music management app. Here you can see the development team for SoundSky. I am Brian, the UX designer. We have Lindsay and Carlos as the front-end developers, Igor as the back-end developer, and Eric as the data scientist. SoundSky is a music management app. Most music management apps now no longer give you the function to search within your playlists. We hope to eliminate that by allowing you to do so as well as your library and offer suggestions on music that matches your style. SoundSky will also differentiate itself from the competition by being able to play not only MP3s, but FLAC and OGG Vorbis files as well. For the hackathon, SoundSky's UX design work was condensed over a matter of 13 hours. I now turn this video over to the developers to showcase the demo.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone who participated and everyone who joined us, for all the hard work that went into these amazing products. I am so blown away at the level of quality that was put together in, some short planning sessions over the break and then the last, call it 24 to 30 hours. As a reminder, just kind of what we just witnessed here. This was the Lambda School Winter 2020 Hackathon. We put students to the task to come up with ideas, to ideate over those ideas, to lead the product teams, to join together, to plan over the break, so that when they came back yesterday at 8 a.m. Pacific, they could hit the ground running and truly build something remarkable. And I think everyone would agree with me in saying that absolutely every single one of these products that we saw today was completely remarkable. So just to recap the last handful that we saw the Squall team with the data science project with the weather reporting, the Magic the Gathering tournament organizer, that was amazing. Event Wiz, some awesome stuff on all of those, great UI on all that. Serve chilled, because who wants to drink a warm beverage? Wheel Good, which was a really cool project that aggregated data and allowed us to sort of help those with disabilities. Again, amazing opportunity to come up with ideas to better the world and use your newly learned skills and talents to make the difference in the lives of those who would benefit the most. Photo Note, awesome iOS app. Score Genie, another progressive web app, which will fall under the mobile category and the data science component category. Awesome stuff. And then, of course, Hello Llama, the Slackbot app, and that API is no joke. The Slack API is fun. Fun, I use the term too loosely there, I think. Then we had the Anime team, Plant Purpose, and, of course, Sound Sky to bring us home. Holy cow. So remember, take notes. In about 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less, I will be releasing a voting form for you to fill out so that we can collect your votes. This is how we do the hackathon. We don't have judges. It is a crowdsourced voting contest. So for those tuning in, again, thank you for joining us. These projects were absolutely phenomenal, absolutely incredible. And if you want to build products like these someday, go check out lambdaschool.com. See what we have to offer. We are an online, completely free upfront educational institution that allows you to change the trajectory of your life by preparing you for the in-demand careers that are out there. So check us out if you're interested in seeing what we have to offer. You have seen what our students can put together, some alumni as well, in a short period of time. And these are skills that not all of them had, a few months ago. So really, really cool opportunity. Please like us on social media, follow us, let us know what you think if you don't already. And I guess we'll leave it there. So thank you so much for tuning in. Congratulations, students. Go get some sleep. But before the voting will begin here in just a minute.